The night I stopped needing her was the night I found myself. The night I stopped needing her was the night I found myself. Rain falling on the glass, city lights melting into gold. Same skyline, same apartment, different soul. I remember reaching for my phone, then putting it back down for the first time. The silence didn't feel like drowning, it felt like solid ground. Something shifted, something settled, something finally let go. And in that quiet moment, I became someone I didn't know. I spent years trying to keep us alive and forgot to keep myself alive. The night I stopped needing her, the world got bigger somehow. The weight got lighter, the air got clearer, and I could finally breathe now. The night I stopped needing her, I stopped abandoning me. And that's the kind of freedom nobody else can give or take away. Take away. Take away. Funny how attachment disguises itself as love sometimes. Funny how peace arrives the moment you stop trying. Everybody talks about heartbreak, nobody talks about dependence. Nobody talks about the courage required to break it. Now my mornings belong to me, my focus belongs to me, my future belongs to me, and that's a beautiful thing to see. The city still remembers every version of me, but tonight I'm meeting the one I was supposed to be. Maybe healing begins when need becomes choice, and choice becomes peace. The night I stopped needing her, the world got bigger somehow. The weight got lighter, the air got clearer, and I could finally breathe now. The night I stopped needing her, I stopped abandoning me. And that's the kind of freedom nobody else can give up or take away. Maybe the strongest love is the one you give yourself. Maybe the strongest man is the one who's comfortable alone. Maybe what I lost was never meant to stay. Maybe what I found was me. No chasing, no waiting, no hoping she'll return. Just peace, just growth, and lessons finally learned. Midnight hanging off the skyline, city glowing through my window tonight. Everybody sees the champagne, nobody sees what remains. Used to wait for your name on my screen, now the silence feels better to me. Funny how losing somebody can teach you exactly who you need to be. The room is quiet, the view is priceless. Your memory visits, but it doesn't stay. And every night gets a little easier to walk away. Sometimes I still hear your voice floating through the dark, but every lesson left behind still echoes in my heart. Some doors stay closed for a reason, some flames fade out with the seasons. I could call your name tonight, but peace of mind is worth more than the feeling. Some roads don't lead where they started, some hearts heal when they're broken. I still miss where we used to be, but I won't lose myself reopening. Some doors stay closed for a reason, the city looks different when you're no longer chasing ghosts. Funny how success feels quieter when you're sitting here alone. Everybody wants the lifestyle, nobody wants the pressure. Nobody sees the lonely nights behind every level. You were comfort, you were familiar, you were a place I used to run. But comfort isn't always healing, sometimes growth requires the sun. So I let go, even when it hurt, even when I wanted one more chance. Chose peace over repeating the same old dance. I still think about forever sometimes, and I remember why forever didn't survive. Some doors stay closed for a reason, some flames fade out with the seasons. I could call your name tonight, but peace of mind is worth more than the feeling. Some roads don't lead what they started, some hearts heal when they're broken. I still miss what we used to be, but I won't lose myself reopening. Some doors stay closed for a reason, some doors stay closed for a reason. Maybe we met to teach each other lessons. Maybe we love to learn how to let go. Maybe forever wasn't promised, maybe growth was. Maybe the strongest thing I've done was choosing myself when I still wanted us. The silence looks good on me, better than your goodbye ever did. The silence looks good on me, better than your goodbye ever did. Used to fill every empty space with conversations that went nowhere. Used to mistake attention for somebody who actually cared. Now the city goes beneath me like diamonds scattered in the dark. And every mile I've traveled left another lesson on my heart. I don't reach for my phone anymore when loneliness visits at night. I pour a drink, watch the skyline, and let the feeling pass by. I spend years trying to be understood. Now I spend nights understanding myself. The silence looks good on me, like a tailored suit, like a view from the top floor, like finally knowing the truth. The silence looks good on me, like peace after the storm, like waking up and realizing I don't need what I've outgrown. The silence looks good on me. It's good on me. It's good on me. It's good on me. Yeah, yeah. Funny how the loudest growth happens when nobody can hear it. Funny how confidence arrives the moment you stop chasing it. Everybody wants recognition, nobody talks about restraint. Nobody talks about the discipline it takes to walk away. You taught me many things without meaning to. You taught me what happens when I ignore what's true. Now my standards sit higher, my boundaries stand strong, and every day feels lighter since I moved on. I don't need revenge to feel successful. Peace already did that for me. The silence looks good on me, like a tailored suit, like a view from the top floor, like finally knowing the truth. The silence looks good on me, like peace after the storm, like waking up and realizing I don't need what I've outgrown. The silence looks good on me. Maybe the greatest flex is not responding. Maybe the greatest victory is not returning. Maybe the strongest man in the room is the one who's at peace with being alone. No drama, no chaos, no emotional debt. Just growth, just focus, and zero regrets. The silence looks good on me, like a tailored suit, like a view from the top floor, like finally knowing the truth. The silence looks good on me, like peace after the storm, like waking up and realizing I don't need what I've outgrown. The silence looks good on best revenge was disappearing, not explaining where I went. The best revenge was disappearing, not explaining where I went. No dramatic goodbye, no speeches, no final argument. I just stopped showing up where I wasn't appreciated. Stopped watering places where nothing ever grew. Stopped losing sleep trying to convince people of the truth. Now the skyline shines different when your conscience feels clean. Funny how peace arrives the moment you stop being seen. I used to think revenge meant proving something. Now I know it means moving on. The best revenge was disappearing, building a life nobody expected. The best revenge was disappearing and becoming someone respected. No loud announcements, no public victories, just spoke so undeniable it rewrote the history. The best revenge was disappearing. Disappearing. Everybody wants attention until they discover peace. Everybody wants recognition until they finally feel complete. I stopped chasing explanations, stopped chasing apologies, stopped needing closure from people who couldn't give it honestly. Now my energy feels expensive, my focus feels protected, my circle feels smaller, and somehow life feels perfected. Not because everything worked out, because I learned to adapt. Every closed door redirected me, and I never looked back. Sometimes silence says more than any speech ever could. The best revenge was disappearing, building a life nobody expected. The best revenge was disappearing and becoming someone respected. No loud announcements, no public victories, just go so undeniable it rewrote the history. The best revenge was disappearing. Maybe winning isn't defeating people. Maybe winning is defeating old habits. Maybe success isn't being noticed. Maybe success is being at peace when nobody's watching. No resentment, no bitterness, no score to settle, just purpose, just discipline. Was disappearing. The best revenge was disappearing. Yeah. Fade away. Fade away. built the life she couldn't wait for. Now I watch the city from above. Built the life she couldn't wait for. Now I watch the city from above. Back when all I had were plans and a dream nobody could touch. You wanted results immediately. I was asking for trust. Every late night felt endless. Every setback felt personal. Every closed door felt permanent. Every win felt impossible. But I kept going while the world kept doubting. And every lonely evening became another brick in the foundation. Now these lights below me look like proof of persistence. Not perfection, just resistance. You left before the harvest. You left during the rain, and that's okay. That's okay. I built the life she couldn't wait for. Brick by brick, night by night. I built the life she couldn't wait for. Through every sacrifice. I built the life she couldn't wait for. Now the view is finally clear. Funny how everything arrived the moment I stopped looking in the rear. Night by night. Yeah, night by night. Everybody celebrates success. Nobody celebrates endurance. Nobody posts the lonely nights or the fear behind the courage. I remember sitting in my car wondering if I was enough. Now I sit above the skyline knowing I survived the rough. The money isn't what I'm proud of. The peace is, the freedom is, the discipline is, the fact I stay committed when quitting would have been easier. That's the win. Some people see potential, some people need proof, and by the time proof arrives, they're already gone. I built the life she couldn't wait for. Brick by brick, night by night. I built the life she couldn't wait for. Through every sacrifice. Oh, I built the life she couldn't wait for. Now the view is finally clear. Funny how everything arrived the moment I stopped looking in the rear. Timing matters more than feelings. Maybe belief matters more than promises. Maybe the right people stay through the process, not just the outcome. No bitterness, no revenge, no need to prove a point, just appreciation for every obstacle that made me stronger. By brick, night by night. I built the life she couldn't wait for. Through every sacrifice. I built the life she couldn't wait for. Now the view is finally clear. Funny how everything arrived the moment I stopped looking in the rear. No, the moment I stopped looking in the fade she left me. Never thought I'd say that. I found peace where she left me. Never thought I'd say that. Back when every empty room echoed with your name. Back when every midnight drive ended in the same pain. I thought healing meant replacing everything we used to be. Turns out healing was remembering without losing me. The city still shines the same outside this window tonight, but something changed inside me and finally made it right. I stopped fighting reality, stopped arguing with the past, and the moment I accepted it, the weight didn't last. The hardest part wasn't losing you. The hardest part was finding me again. I found peace where she left me, right in the middle of the pain. I found strength where she broke me, in sunlight after rain. Everybody wants closure, nobody wants patience. Everybody wants answers, nobody wants transformation. I spent too many nights looking for meaning in the loss. Then I realized the lesson was becoming my own boss. Now my focus feels cleaner, my standards sit higher, my future feels brighter, and my purpose burns like fire. Not because I forgot you, because I finally remember myself. There's a difference. Sometimes life removes people to return you to yourself. I found peace where she left me, right in the middle of the pain. I found strength where she broke me, in sunlight after rain. I found peace where she left me, that's the part nobody sees. Sometimes what feels like the ending is where your freedom begins. Maybe the loss was the gift, maybe the wound was the teacher. Maybe the silence was preparing me for a better future. Maybe every closed door was protecting something greater than I could understand. No resentment, no blame, no unfinished business, just gratitude for the growth hidden inside. I thought losing you was the end, but it was only page one. I thought losing you was the end, but it was only page one. Back when every sunset felt like it belonged to us. Back when every promise sounded stronger than time. Back when I confused attachment with something divine. Now the city glows beneath me, and the silence feels expensive. Funny how the wounds that nearly broke me turned into perspective. I spent months reading old memories, trying to understand the plot. Then one day I realized the story never stopped. You were beautiful, you were important, but you were never everything, and that's the truth. She was a chapter, not the book, a lesson, not the whole truth, a memory, not my future, a sunset, not the moon. She was a chapter, not the book, and I finally turned the page without losing who I am. Turn the page, turn the page, turn the page. Yeah. Everybody talks about finding love, nobody talks about what comes after. Nobody teaches you how to heal without becoming bitter. I used to replay old conversations like they would somehow change, but growth begins the moment acceptance takes the stage. Now I order dinner for one and somehow enjoy the view, no longer measuring happiness by whether I'm with you. The city keeps moving, the clock keeps turning, and every mile I've traveled feels like something earned. I don't need another ending to validate the pain, I just need to keep moving and stay in my lane. Not the book, a lesson, not the whole truth, a memory, not my future, a sunset, not the moon. She was a chapter, not the book, and I finally turned the page without losing who I am. Turn the page. Turn the page. Maybe we were never meant forever. Maybe forever was never the point. Maybe some people into your life just to help you hear your own voice. Maybe love isn't possession, maybe love is growth, maybe letting go is how some stories stay beautiful. Regret, no resentment, no desire to rewrite history. Just gratitude for every page that helped create this version of me. It was a chapter, not the book, a lesson, not the whole truth, a memory, not my future, a sunset, not the moon. She was a chapter, not the book, and I finally turned the page without losing who I am. No, without losing who I am. She was a chapter, She was waiting for results while I was becoming one. She was waiting for results while I was becoming one. Back when all I had was vision and the future still undone. You wanted proof in your hands, I only had belief. You wanted certainty, I was learning how to lead. The city felt so far away back when I was on the ground. Now the skyline knows my story. Hey, every light a different chapter now. I remember every sacrifice, every night I almost quit, every moment life was testing whether I was built for this. Most people love the outcome, few people love the process. That's the difference. She was waiting for results, I was becoming one. She was counting finished victories, I was building from none. She was waiting for proof, I was learning how to trust. Now the life I once imagined looks back at who I was. She was waiting for results, I was becoming one. Success arrives quietly after years of noise. Funny how confidence appears after enough difficult choices. Everybody wants the penthouse, nobody wants the pressure. Everybody loves the finish line, nobody loves the effort. Now my peace feels expensive, my focus feels rare, and every goal I prayed for feels a little closer here. Not because life got easier, because I became stronger. The man I needed finally caught up with the dream. Becoming one. She was counting finished victories, I was building from none. She was waiting for proof, I was learning how to trust. Now the life I once imagined looks back at who I was. She was waiting for results, I was becoming one. Maybe greatness is invisible while it's being built. Maybe the strongest foundations are buried underneath. Maybe belief is staying committed before the world understands. No resentment, no proving, no need for recognition, just discipline and the satisfaction of keeping promises to myself. She's waiting for results, I was becoming one. She was counting finished victories, I was building from none. She was waiting for proof, I was learning how to trust. Now the life I once imagined looks back at who I was. She was waiting for results, I was becoming one. I was becoming one. that it's true. The view got better without us, and I hate that it's true. I thought I'd lose the color the moment I lost you. Now the skyline looks clean, the air feels easier to breathe. Funny how the thing I feared the most became exactly what I need. Used to leave a light on, waiting for your call. Now I sleep through every night without wondering at all. The city keeps moving, the seasons keep changing, and somehow this heart of mine finally stopped breaking. I won't pretend I never miss you, so memories still hit like rain. But every time I look behind me, I remember why we changed. The view got better without us, the sky got clearer somehow. The noise disappeared, the pressure dissolved, and I can finally hear myself now. The view got better without us, that's the truth I never planned. Sometimes letting go is how you become the person you're meant to be in the end. Without us, without us, yeah. Everybody talks about finding love, nobody talks about finding peace. Nobody tells you the hardest goodbye might be the one that sets you free. I remember the arguments, the circles we repeat, trying to save something that was already incomplete. Now I move with intention, talk with purpose, protect my energy and trust the process. I learned the strongest men don't chase what wants to leave, they simply open the door and let life reveal what it needs. You were a lesson, not a mistake, and that's the difference. People rarely make. The view got better without us, the sky got clearer somehow. The noise disappeared, the pressure dissolved, and I can finally hear myself now. The view got better without us, that's the truth I never planned. Sometimes letting go is how you become the person you're meant to be in the end. Maybe forever was never the goal. Maybe growth was, maybe peace was, maybe the ending hurt because it was necessary. Maybe we were chapters, not the whole story. No blame, no anger, no unfinished conversations, just acceptance and a man who finally trusts the direction. You got better without us, the sky got clearer somehow. The noise disappeared, the pressure dissolved, and I can finally hear myself now. The view got better without us, that's the truth I never planned. Sometimes letting go is how you become the person you're meant to be in the end. The person you're meant to be in the end. Got better without us. She wanted attention, I wanted peace. That's where the distance began. She wanted attention, I wanted peace. That's where the distance began. Every conversation felt like pressure, every silence felt like a chest. I kept trying to understand her while forgetting to protect myself. You wanted constant reassurance, I wanted trust without conditions. You wanted proof every evening, I wanted space for my ambitions. The city lights don't ask for anything, they simply shine. Maybe that's why I spend these nights watching them instead of looking behind. I wasn't hard to love, I was just tired of proving it every day. She wanted attention, I wanted peace. One of us needed noise, one of us needed release. Wanted attention, I wanted peace. And somewhere in between, we became two different dreams. She wanted attention, I wanted peace. Ooh, wanted peace. Wanted peace, yeah. Funny how clarity arrives after enough distance. Funny how the truth appears once emotion loses influence. I thought losing you would leave a hole inside me. Instead it left a silence where I could finally find me. Now my mornings feel lighter, my focus feels expensive, my energy feels protected, my future feels impressive. Not because you're gone, but because I stopped abandoning myself, trying to save something that wasn't healthy. Some relationships end, not because love disappeared, but because peace did. She wanted attention, I wanted peace. One of us needed noise, one of us needed release. She wanted attention, I wanted peace. But somewhere in between, we became two different dreams. She wanted attention, I wanted peace. Wanted peace, yeah. Wanted peace, yeah. Maybe love isn't enough when priorities don't align. Maybe chemistry means nothing without peace of mind. Maybe the strongest choice is walking away calmly instead of staying and losing yourself slowly. No anger, no blame, no need to choose sides. Just acceptance and a better understanding of what I need in life. She wanted attention, I wanted peace. One of us needed noise, one of us needed release. She wanted attention, I wanted peace. And somewhere in between, we became two different dreams. She wanted attention, I wanted peace. She used to watch me lose, never saw me win. It's the irony of time. timing. Ooh, she lost me close. She watched me lose, never saw me win. It's the irony of timing. Back when every plan felt fragile, back when every dollar mattered, back when confidence was something I had to rebuild after it shattered. No, you saw the pressure, you saw the setbacks, you saw the nights I couldn't sleep, but you never saw the moment everything finally clicked for me. Now the skyline glows beneath me like a dream that refused to die, and every scar I carry feels like proof I survived. Some people know your struggle, some people know your success, very few know both. She watched me lose, never saw me win, never saw the comeback after everything caved in. She watched me fall, never saw me rise. Now I'm looking at the city from a different side of life. She watched me lose, saw me win, never saw me win. Funny how life works, funny how stories change, funny how the people who leave never see who you became. I don't hold it against you, maybe it wasn't your role. Maybe some people leave so you can finally grow. The money came later, the peace came first. The success felt smaller than discovering my worth. That's the part nobody talks about, that's the hidden reward. Learning to love yourself without needing applause. I stopped chasing validation, and everything changed. She watched me lose, never saw me win, never saw the comeback after everything caved in. She watched me fall, never saw me rise. Now I'm looking at the city from a different side of life. She watched me lose, never saw me win. Maybe some victories I'm meant to be proud of, maybe some growth happens in silence. Maybe the people who doubted were never supposed to witness the transformation. No anger, no need to be seen, no need to explain. The results already speak. She watched me lose, never saw me win, never saw the comeback after everything caved in. She watched me fall, never saw me rise. Now I'm looking at the city from a different side of life. She watched me lose, never saw me win. No, no, never saw me win. She watched me lose, never saw me win. Never saw me win. Yeah. Fade away, fade away. Fade away. Last time I missed her, different somehow. The last time I missed her felt different somehow. No weight on my chest, no ache in my lungs, no need to reach out, just a memory passing through, like headlights crossing rain. For years I thought healing would be forgetting your name, but healing wasn't erasing, it was remembering without pain. The city looked the same, the skyline hadn't changed, but something inside me finally did, and that's what rearranged everything. I used to miss you and lose myself. Now I miss you and keep moving. The last time I missed her, I smiled instead of breaking. The last time I missed her, I kept my peace instead of chasing. The last time I missed her, I finally understood. Some people stay in your heart without staying in your life, and that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Funny how acceptance arrives when you stop forcing it. Funny how answers appear when you stop searching for them. I spent so many nights trying to understand the ending. Now I'm more interested in where I'm heading. The penthouse feels warmer, the silence feels lighter, the future feels closer, the pressure feels smaller. And every version of me that suffered through the process will be proud of who I became on the other side of it. You were a beautiful chapter, but not the whole story. And that realization changed everything for me. The last time I missed her, I smiled instead of breaking. The last time I missed her, I kept my peace instead of chasing. The last time I missed her, I finally understood. Some people stay in your heart without staying in your life, and that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Maybe moving on isn't a destination. Maybe it's a collection of small realizations, like waking up one morning and noticing the pain is gone. Not because you forgot, because you've grown. No sadness, no anger, no unfinished feelings, just gratitude for the lesson and excitement for what's coming. The last time I missed her, I smiled instead of breaking. The last time I missed her, I kept my peace instead of chasing. The last time I missed her, I finally understood. Some people stay in your heart without staying in your life, and that's okay. No, that's okay. The last time I missed her felt different somehow. That's okay. Fade away. fade away.